Okay guys, so for our next problem, so we are to apply the principle of the influence line on a group of wheel loads as shown in the figure sa isang truss assembly. Okay? So for the bridge truss subjected to the passage of the group wheel loads in the figure shown, so ito po ang ating truss, and we have a set of group of wheel loads which is going to pass from E to point A. So, find the maximum force in member AC. So, ang pinapahanap is yung maximum force dito sa member na to. Okay, so in order to solve that, I think pinakamagandang gawin natin is to make a section at this point. Okay? So, hatiin natin siya dito. So, let's just say that this is our section 1. So, kapag nag-section tayo dyan, again, mapuputol to. And we will consider itong part na to, yung left portion. Okay? So, again, kapag nagsa-section, ina-assume muna natin na yung mga member mo is in tension. So, for this section, meron tayong tatlong members na naputol. So, the first one, so we have member AB, capital AB. And next, the required, which is the required, itong AC mo, A sub C, and the other member is B, C. But before that, we need to analyze first the reaction which will act at point A. So again, meron ka ditong RA. Okay, so RA na lang yung consider ko since yung RAX niya will be equals to 0 kasi wala namang horizontal force acting on this truss. Okay? So, ano nga ulit ang initial step o yung pinakaunang step na kailangan natin gawin para gumawa ng influence line. So, we need to make an influence or an equation in terms of RA kung saan yung equation na yun is gagamitin natin to solve for the influence line for the member A sub C. Okay? So, gaya ng ginagawa natin nung una, so ano nga ang unang gagawin dito? Maglalagay tayo ng 1 unit load on this truss. Okay? So, kahit saan dyan, maglagay ka ng 1 unit load. Ayan. So, this will represent the group of wheels. Hindi muna natin ilalagay agad ito since ang ginagawa nga natin is gagawa lang muna tayo ng influence diagram. So, again, coming from the left support, that will be the distance x. Okay? So, if this is x and knowing that the whole span measured as 40, therefore, the other side will be equals to 40 minus x. Okay? So, with that, ang ating equation or ang mabubuo nating equation dito will be this equation. So, paano natin magagawa ng equation for RA? So, again, moment ka lang kay point E. So, when you take summation ng moment at point E, which is equals to 0, so the equation will be 40 RA. Ito So, RA times the perpendicular distance to 40. So, i-transpose ko na lang sa kabila to make it in positive. So, ang 1 mo, so 1 times 40 minus x. So actually guys, yung mga formula mo or equation for RAs, magkaamukha lang din naman, ano? Or that can be simplified as 1 times 40 minus x all over 40. Again, this equation is applicable for the limits of 0 up to the distance of 40. Okay, so since meron na tayong equation for RA, so again, you have two options. So either gawin natin yung influence line for RA or ang gamitin lang natin is gamitin natin directly yung value or yung equation ni RA, and then yung RA na yun, isalpak natin siya dun sa mabubuo nating equation for the member AC. So next, ang gagawin natin dito is mag-establish tayo ng equation for AC. So guys, kapag nag-section ka, ano nga ulit yung makikita natin kapag nag-section? Ang gagawin ko, again, ito na lang side na to yung consider ko. So ano ba makikita natin doon sa side na yan? Ayan. Okay, so this is your member AC. This is your BC. and then this one will be your AB. Okay, so before that, let's analyze first ano yung magiging slope nitong A sub C na to. So, if you're going to look at the figure, the vertical is 10, the horizontal is 10. Therefore, this is equals lang sa 1:1. And then yung hypotenuse niya is square root of 2. Okay? And then you have here RA. So, yung RA nga, na-compute na natin kanina or nagawa na natin siya ng equation from which yung RA has an equation of 1 times 40 minus x all over 40. Okay guys, so from the 3 equation of equilibrium, ano yung gagawin natin na equation in order to make an equation for A sub C? Tama. So, ang gawin na lang natin, mag-summation tayo ng forces ng Y. But before that, again, first things first, gawagyan natin dito again ng 1 unit load. So, coming from the left, this is X. And then, etong distance na to, so this can be considered as, ulitin ko pala ha. Medyo na paano pala yung ano ko. I-move ko lang guys ng kaunti ha. Paano nga to sa pen? Ayan. Ayun. Pwede palang direct bura dito. Okay. Ayan. So again, lagay lang ako dito ng 1 unit load somewhere here. So this is distance X, and from here, so ito guys yung iyong 10 minus X, and this is your 1 unit load. Okay. So as you can see, itong figure na to is good for the distance of 0 up to 10. And then yung remaining niya, yung from 20 to 40, ano mangyayari? Di ba mawawala lang tong 1 unit load mo? Ibig sabihin, yung 1 unit load is passing from point 10, yung moment na maalampas siya sa 10, papunta dun sa 40. Okay, so, ano ba? So, unahin natin yung for the limits of 0 to 40. 0 to 10. So, 0 to 10. So, the equation will be, just take summation ng forces ng Y equals to 0. So, assuming upward direction as positive, gawin ko pala siyang pababa para mahabol natin yung unknown. Okay. Gawin natin siyang pababa. And with that, so AC. So, yung AC mo, multiply muna natin ng 1 over square root of 2 para makuha natin yung Y component niya. AC, pababa. And then equals to RA na pataas. Kung saan yung RA mo has an equation of 1 times 40 minus X all over 40. And then minus 1. Okay? So, we have an equation for AC. So, hindi ko na-simplify. Kulang kasi yung space natin. And then the next equation will be for the limits of 20 up to the distance of 40. So, ano nga mangyayari lang guys? Mawawala lang yung 1 sa equation na to. Or ang gawin mo, copy mo lang ito. So, take summation ng forces of Y. So, dito ko na lang, sige, dito na lang sulat. Dito na lang ha. So, 20 up to 40. So, the equation will be, take summation of forces ng Y equals to 0, assuming downward direction as positive. So, 1/2, 1 over square root ng 2 times A sub C is equals to 1 times 40 minus X all over 40. Okay, so again, nawala lang yung negative or yung minus 1. Okay, so since meron na tayo ng equation for the influence line, so pwede na nating establish or drawing yung influence diagram niya or yung influence line. So again, plot ko na lang siya dito. So ano ba yung magiging itsura niya? So ito, 0. Tilang natin sa gitna. So this is for the distance of 0, and then 10, 20, 30, and then 40. Okay, so nasa yung calcu ko. Kunin ko lang. Ano ka? Okay, so i-type lang natin again. Make an equation on your calculator. So 40 minus x all over 40, and then minus 1 times square root of 2. Tama ba? So 40 minus x all over 40. So calculate natin. So type mo muna yung 0. So 0 siya. Then calculate. So this time for the distance of 10. The answer is square root of 2 over 4, kaso negative. So baba siya dito. Gawin ko na lang green, okay? So dito pala magiging compression siya. So the answer is square root of 2, negative square root of 2 over 4. Check ko lang ha kung kita dun sa... Okay, kita naman. And then, next will be for the limits of 20 to 40. So palitan mo lang yung equation kung ano yung corresponding equation ng kapartner niya. So calculate, and then 20. So magiging square root of 2 over 2. Tanggalin ko lang guys dito yung negative since absolute value naman siya dapat. Okay. So magiging square root of 2 over 2. Tataas siya dito. So square root of 2 all over 2. And then calculate for the distance of 30. Square root of 2 over 4. Pababa na ito dito. lang. Okay, square root of 2 over 4. And from there, this will be equals to 0. Okay, so dito sa part na to, siya is compression. And dito, yung EO member A sub C will be in tension. Okay, so next. So ang gagawin natin is isa-isa nating papatungtungin yung gulong. Okay, so saan ba natin siya papatuntungin? Okay, so kung titingnan nyo guys yung ating influence line, di ba yung maximum value na nakuha natin is itong square root of 2 over 2. Ibig sabihin, dito sa point na to, do sa 20, at a distance 20, dyan natin ma-achieve yung maximum load na pwedeng madala ni AC. Pero ang tanong lang dyan, hindi natin alam kung alin sa mga gulong na to, or kung aling gulong yung kailangan natin patungtungin doon, ang magbibigay sa kanya na maximum value ng load na pwedeng ma-achieve dito sa case na to. Okay, so ang gawin natin guys, katiin natin sa 5 case. So ang pwede kasi mangyari guys, maaari nandito sa gulong na to, or ito. Kagaya nun sa previous problem natin. So iisa-isahin talaga natin yung gulong. Ano? So for the first scenario, or first case, case 1. Ganito kasi mangyayari sa case 1. Yung 5 kips muna yung nakatungtong doon. Okay? So kung ganun yung mangyayari, kailangan nating mahanap yung mga value ng corresponding na makukuhang value based dito sa case na to. So anyway, ito siya para mas maunawaan nyo. Ang gawin ko kukunin ko tong isolated triangle na to. So palitan lang natin yung kulay ng marker para at least hindi nakakalito. Ayan. Okay, so ang maximum value nga dito is square root of 2 over 2. So the first wheel ay tatapat dito sa part na to. Ayan. So, as you can see here, Diba ito, ang span na to, this is equivalent to 20 feet. So kung papatungtungin mo yan 5 gulong na yan, ibig sabihin, ano mapapansin nyo? That is greater than 20. Ibig sabihin, tama. Etong huling gulong, hindi siya makakasampa dito. Ibig sabihin, itong 10 kips na gulong, yun nasa pinakadulo, andito siya. Hindi pa siya naaasalta dito sa kalahati ng ano. Kasi nga, 23 eh. Pag pinagsama-sama mo yan eh. O, tingnan natin yung sunod na gulong kung pasok. Diba 8 plus 5 plus 5, so that is 18. So, pasok naman. So, yung isang gulong, most probably, nandito siya. Nasa loob pa nung ano mo. Okay, so 4 na gulong lang yung makakasampa. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so ang kailangan nating mahanap is yung corresponding value ng mga ordinates ito o yung height na to. So, let's just name this. It's your y1. This one as for your y2. And this as your y3. So, paano natin makukuha yung y1, y2, y3? Correct. So, by ratio and proportion, makukuha natin yung mga values na yan. So, by R and P. So, ano nga equation natin? So, y over x. So, square root of 2 over 2 over x. Ano ba yung x natin? 20. So, that is equals to y1 all over. So, ano yung distance na to? Paano natin siya makukuha? Okay, so yan, ano nga ito? Yung pagitan ng wheel na yan. So that is 8. So 20 minus 8, so that is 12. And how about for this one? Yung pangatlong gulong. So pag-add mo lang, 8 plus 5. So 13, di ba? So 20 minus 13, so that is 7. And then the last. So 8 plus 5 plus 5, 18. So, 20 minus 18, so that is equals to 2. So, hindi lang na-scale yan, ha? Pero, ganyan, guys, yung mangyayari dyan ng mga distances. And then, y2 is to 7, and then, y3 is to 2. Okay? So, what is the value of y1? Pindutin lang natin, guys. So, square root of 2 divided by 2 over 20 and then times 12. So that is 3 square root of 2 over 10. So sinulat ko lang ganyan para walang tapon. Next, y2. So ang gagawin mo lang, papalitan mo lang ng 7 yung 12. Or pindutin nyo lang. Square root of 2 over 2 over 20, so times 7. So 7 square root of 2 over 40. And then last, so gawin mo lang times 2. So square root of 2 over 20. Okay? So once na naget mo yung, o nakuha mo yung mga values na yan, so i-multiply mo lang yung mga ordinates na yan or yung mga height ng anong yan dito sa wheel loads na to. So, to get the value of AC, the force AC, so gawin na lang natin ganyan. So, ano nga yung una nakatungtong dito? Diba dito ay si 5? So, 5 keeps multiply by this value, square root of 2 over 2. So, plus, since tension yan, so plus naman yan, nasa taas lahat. So, plus y1. Ano nga yung y1 natin? Ito. So, 3 square root of 2 over 10. And then, multiply. So, kung anong gulong yung nakatapat doon. So, yung second wheel mo. Or yung 10 kips na isa. Then, plus 7 square root of 2 over 40. Multiply by 10. And then, yung pang-apat na gulong. So, square root of 2 over 20. Multiply by 10. So, what is the answer? So, ito na yung force for AC. Okay, so pindutin natin. So, 5 square root of 2 divided by 2 plus 3 square root of 2 divided 10 times 10. So, plus 7 square root of 2 divided 40 times 10 plus square root of 2 times 10 divided by 20. Okay, so the answer for this is 10.9601. 0.02 kips. Okay? So, hindi pa dyan tapos ha. Next, we will have for case 2. So, mangyayari guys for case 2, ang nakatungtong naman sa kanya is itong second wheel. And yung 5 kips will lie somewhere. Ayun. So, we need to analyze if papatak siya ba dito or maaalis siyang tumalon dito. So, ma-determine mo naman yan using, again, ratio and proportion. Kasi itong distance na to, mahanap naman natin yan. Ano? So, using RNP. Okay, so burahin ko lang. So, hanapin natin yung value na yan. Madali lang yan. So, gamitan ko na lang ng blue. So, I will let this value as my x. And this one. So, kung x yun, kung sa x yun, ito will be 10 minus x. So, kita pa ba dito? Okay, so may space pa naman. So, by RNP, x, sige, yung ano muna, square root of 2 over 4 over x is equals to square root of 2 over 2 over 10 minus x. Therefore, what is the value of your x? Square root of 2 over 4 over x. Square root of 2 over 2 over 10 minus x. So, shift solve. Lagay tayo ng values. For example, 5. So, that is 3.3333. So, yung kabila, so 10 minus answer. So, 10 minus x. So, that is 6.6667. So, ito is 6.6667. And distance ni wheel number 2 from wheel number 1 is 8. So, ibig sabihin, andito yung wheel number 1 sa part na to. Okay? So, ayun lang. Nakukuha naman. So, I hope nakuha. So, for wheel number 2, haba ng video na to. So, ano nyo na lang ha. Pwede nyo namang i-fast forward. Kung ayaw nyo mahirap makapanood yung struggle ko sa paggamit ng digital pen. Square root of 2 over 4. So, eto. Inuna ko muna yung value nung y for the first wheel. So, sabihin natin to as y1. So, this is your y1 na. Eto. So, ito yung para sa unang gulong. Ayan. So, nagagets ha. Nagagets. Kaya nyo yan. So, 6.667. Eh, yun nga ay 3.333. Diyos ko, dudugo ang utak. 8. 8 minus 6.667. So, 1.3333 to. Tama. 1.3333. Ano ba inanong ko sa distance? Ito guys is 1.333. So, saan ko nakuha yan? So, yung 8 nga natin, itong 8 na to. Sinubtract ko tong 10 minus x. Okay? Kasi nga, andito banda yung wheel number 1 mo. Imagine nyo, magigets niya. Nakakalito lang pero alam ko maunawaan yan. Palawigin yung inyong imagination. So by ratio and proportion guys, unahin ko muna to. So y1 is to 1.3333 is equals to square root of 2 over 4 over x, which is 3.3333. Okay, so we will have a value of your y1. So square root of 2 divided by 4 divided by 3.3333 times 1.3333. So that is an answer of 0.1414. Okay, so next will be for the this side, okay? Ayan. So again, ang nakatungtong dito is yung wheel number 2. Ayan, so ito yung second wheel, which has a weight of, lagyan natin ditong 1 para understood. And then ito 1. So wheel number 2. So from wheel number 2 hanggang doon sa dulo, di ba? Ano yung distance niya? 15. So ibig sabihin makakasampa na yung huling gulong. Tama? So 5. Ito alam natin na 20 again. So ito is third wheel, fourth wheel, the fifth wheel. So ito 5, 5, 5 nga yung distance. So ito 15. Ito 10. And then yung huling gulong, this is distance of 5. Understood? Okay, understood. So again, may migration proportion ka ulit. Uy, but blue. So by ratio and proportion, sana kasya hanggang wheel number 5, no? Pero sa tingin ko hindi siya kasya. So gagawin ko, buburahin ko na lang tong portion na to para dito natin sulat yung wheel number 5. By RNP, so kailangan nga natin makuha is itong mga value nito. So pangalanan na lang natin to as y2, y3, and this one as your y4. So by ratio and proportion, we all know that this value is square root of 2 over 2. So by RNP, we will have square root of 2 over 2 is to 20 is equals to y sub 2 is to 15 is equals to y sub 3 is to 10 and y sub 4 is to 5. So we will have an answer for y2, y3, and y4. So pindutin lang natin yan. Square root of 2 divided by 2 over 20 times 15. Decimal na lang natin. 0.5303. Then calculate. So palitan lang natin to ng 10. Square root of 2 over 4 or 0.3536. And yung last will be square root of 2 over 8 or 0.1768. And then, ayun, kagaya lang ulit nito, masosolve na natin yung AC considering yung second wheel na yun nakatungtong mo. So, kung ano lang yung mga values. So, yung first wheel nga natin, yung 5 kips multiply by yung y1, yung value ng ano niya dito, ordinate, or 0.1414. Kaso guys, nakatapat siya doon sa compression side, so this will be minus or isusubtract mo siya doon sa value ng equation mo. And then plus, itong side na to, our tension. So, 10. So, puro 10 naman yan. So, 0.5303. So, plus 10 ulit. Multiply by 0.3536. And then, plus 10 ulit. Nakalimutan ko pala yung isa na. Times 0.1768. So, ilan to? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, kung nakalimutan ko yung isang 10, yun ang atong mismo doon sa maximum part times square root of 2 over 2. So, we will have a value for AC which is equivalent to, pindutin lang natin, negative 5 times 0.1414 plus 10 times 0.5303 plus 10 times 0.3536 plus 10 times 0.1768 and then plus 10 times square root of 2 over 2. So we will have an answer of 16.97 16.9711. Okay, keeps. So as you can see guys, lumaki yung value. Pero it doesn't mean na ito na yung final answer. Again, we need to check all the wheels kasi malay mo nasa pangatlo or pang-apat or pang-lima siya. So, case number 3. Okay. So, ganun lang ulit guys. Drawing lang ulit natin yung ating gagamitin for the ratio and proportion. So, ayan. So, this time guys, ang ipapatungtungin natin dito is yung rule number 3. Okay, so 3. So, this is 4. Somewhere here. And 5. So, again, lagyan natin dito ng mga values. So, ang hanapin natin is ito. And this height. So, pangalanan natin siya as y1 and y2. So, unahin muna natin to bago yung kabila. y1 and y2. Okay, so knowing again that this value is square root of 2 over 2. And ano kayong distances? 3, 4, 5. So, ganun lang ulit. So, knowing that this is 20. So, this is 20. And if this is 15. And this one will be equals to 10. So by ratio and proportion, by R and P, mahanap natin yung values ng y1. So y1 is to 15 and yung y2 mo is to 10. So that is equals lang sa square root of 2 over 2. Nakalimutan ko pala lagyan to. Square root of 2 over 2 over 20. So knowing that, we will have values for y1 and y2. Pindutin lang natin sa ating calcu. Square root of 2 divided by 2 over 20 times 15. So the y1 is 0.5303. Oh, 53. 0.5303. And yung isa, so that will be equals to 0.3536. 0.3536. Okay, next. So again, ang nakatungtong dito is si wheel number 3. So we need to analyze yung wheel number 2 and wheel number 1 kung saan siya papatak. So dito ba sa side na to or dito sa kabila. But as you can see guys, again, ito is 10 minus x. That is 6.667. And knowing that yung distance ng wheel number 3, di ba ito yung si wheel number 3? Lagyan lang natin. Lagyan nga natin dito ng mga label. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is wheel number 5. So yung distance ng wheel number 2 from wheel number 3 is 5. Ano? So if this is 6.667, therefore yung wheel number 2 is dito papatak. Tama? Or yung magiging itsura niya, pangalang figure is pag ganito. Okay? So ito, kinopya ko lang to. Kasi ang wheel number 2 mo is somewhere here. Diyan siya papatak. Okay? Okay. So, again, this is square root of 2 over 2. And knowing that this is 6.6667, so we have here our y sub 3. So let's name this as y sub 3. And to know this distance, So that is equals lang saan? So di ba 6.6667 minus yung distance between 2 and 3, which is 5. Or that is 1.6667. Okay, so to get the value of y3, so by ratio and proportion again, so by R and P, we will have the answer for y3, or y3 over 1.6667 is equals to square root of 2 over 2 over 6.6667. So we will have an answer for y3, which is equivalent to the square root of 2 6.6667 times 1.6667. That is 0.1768. So 0.1768. 1768. And last will be for the will number 1. Saan ba siya banda papatap? Okay, so ang total nito guys is 13. Tama ba? Yung from this, the distance between wheel number 1 and wheel number 3, so this is equivalent to 13. And from the figure, again, alam natin na itong distance nito is 10. Therefore, yung 13 mo will lie somewhere around here. Okay? So, dyan po yung distance na 13 away from dun sa maximum value o maximum influence dito sa ating diagram. Okay? So, if this is 13, therefore, ito is 3. Ito ang distance na to is 3. Therefore, ito ang kabilang distance na to, this will be distance 7. Okay, so knowing that this is square root ng square root ng 2 over 4, saan ba natin pwede isulat? Aha! Pag malilito ha, medyo nagulo na yung solution natin. So, for y sub 4, sige, drawing na natin. So, for y sub 4, ganito yung makikita nyo guys. Ito, isolate lang natin to. Ayan. So, sabi nga dito, ito is square root ng 2 over 4. And ito, nandito yung wheel number 1, okay? Pakita nga natin. Ito kasi yung wheel number 2, dito pumatak eh. And ito yung wheel number 1. Okay? So, wait lang. Nag-alarm yung phone ko. Okay, so, ayun nga. So, knowing that this distance is distance 7, so by ratio and proportion, we can solve for that value. So, by R and P, again, square root ng 2 over 4 over 10 is equals to y sub 4. Pangalanan na natin to as y sub 4, yung height nitong triangle na to. Y sub 4 all over 7. So what is the value of y sub 4? Over 10. So times 7. 0.2475. 0.2475. Sorry, hindi pa siya cubes. Okay, so once we have all the values para do sa mga corresponding coordinates nila, coordinates or yung height ng mga y1, y2, y3, and y4, we can now solve for the value of your AC considering the third wheel for the case 3. So, ganun lang ulit. Unahin na natin yung y4 guys since ito lang yung merong negative value. So, negative square root ng 2 over 4. So, check ko lang kung kasya doon sa, okay? So, multiply by Ano yan? Ito, yung y sub 4 na 0.2475. And then plus, itong y3. Wait lang. Negative square root ng 2 over 4. No. Ito siya. Ang i-multiply natin dito guys is, buti na itagad natin. So, ang i-multiply mo dito guys is yung wheel number 1 na ang value niya is 5 kips. Ito yung 42475. So, negative 0.2475 kasi nasa baba siya ng yung influence line. Ito siya. Okay, so nakakalito lang ano. 0.1768. Pero ang mas maayos yung solution nyo kasi nga ito, very limited yung space natin. Unlike kung sa whiteboard natin ito sinolve. CCO. Okay, so y3, 0.1768 multiplied by wheel number 2, so that is 10. So the rest 10 na lang naman yan na ano. So, y4. And yung wheel number 3 mo, so square root ng 2 over 2 multiply by 10. Ano ko na lang pataas ha para magkasya. Hindi na pala tatama doon sa ano ko. Sa aking border ng webcam. Baba ko na lang. Plus 10 times y2 na 0.3536 and then plus 10 times 0.5303. Therefore, the value of AC is equals to what? So, pindot lang natin, negative 5 times 0.2475 plus 0.1768 times 10 plus square root ng 2 divided by 2 times 10 plus 10 times 0.3536 plus 10 times 0.5303. Okay, so the answer is 16.4405. 16.4406. Okay guys, as you can see, or if you're going to compare our answers from earlier, ang una nating sagot is 10.9602 kips. And then, the case number 2, or your second wheel, that is 16.9711 kips. And for case number 3, that is 16.4406 kips. So yung trend niya, so I think pababa na siya. Ano? So next will be for case number 4, yung wheel number 4 naman and wheel number 5. So ganito guys, para magkaroon din ng mga participation, kayong bahalang sumagot ng case number 4 and case number 5. So please write it down on the comment section below. So sulat nyo yung mapapalabas yung sagot, and then yung mga classmates nyo, try nyo rin isolve to, and then once na nagka-pare-pareho kayo ng sagot, so at least para na-practice din kayo. Ano? So isusulat ko rin dun yung tamang sagot para lang din mapalabas nyo. Ano? So please comment out on the comment section below. So ayan, so try nyo isolve, pero sa tingin ko ito na yung tamang sagot dito. Ano? But then again, nasa sa inyo guys if ito ba talaga yung final answer natin. So the answer for this problem is itong 16.9711 kips. Sa ngayon, ha? So, depende sa inyo kung ano mapabalabas nyo doon sa 4 and then doon sa case number 5 or yung para sa fifth wheel. Okay guys, so last problem tayo. Paano naman guys kapag meron kang uniform load? So, meron kang uniform load na i-consider for the moving loads. So, guys, please check it out on our next video. Babush!